We're riding the rails on At Your Leisure today. Hi, I'm Rhea Rossi.
And I'm Chad Booth. Join us for an excellent trip along Verde Canyon to explore railroad history of the past. And if you ever wondered what was in those big, fancy locomotives, you'll get the chance to see. And then most people think of snore as something boring after you've fallen asleep, but not in this case. Follow us to Cedar City for a most unusual off-road race.
At Your Leisure is next.
You know, Rhea, when I was a little kid, I used to have this big model railroad on a table out in the garage.
I can imagine.
It had little mountains and tunnels and caves. It was all built up.
Yep.
I didn't do it. The grown-up did it for me. Anyway, I always dreamed that someday I wanted to jump inside one of those locomotives and one of those trains, run around that table and see what life was like. And today it's going to happen.
Here it is.
Indeed.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm as excited as you are right now.
Excellent.
Welcome to At Your Leisure, everybody. I'm Rhea Rossi Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth, and we are at the Verde Canyon Railroad, and this is in Cottonwood, Arizona, and this is totally authentic 1950s luxury. This is like a Cary Grant movie. This is like a Gary Cooper movie. This is like Clark Gable.
And it's open to the public.
That's true. So that's what we're going to do today.
I know, I can't wait. We're going to ride in style.
Now, Rhea's angling to get me up to the locomotive, which is also a dream. Maybe that will happen, maybe it won't. Anyway, right now we're going to start off our show while we get on board. You get on board with our travel adventure this week, which is actually at the end of the line, or at least historically so.
That's right, Chad. And for a Baja racer, this is the end of the line, usually with a ton of rust and broken parts. But the road between their first takeoff and when they end up here is full of oil and dirt and the thrill of competition. Well, I'm Stephen Heumann, and today I'm going to take you down that road at an event that celebrates everything that this is about at one destination that you can actually explore once all the trophy trucks have hit the road. Cedar City, known around the country for its annual Shakespeare Festival, has shown more and more over the past few years that it has more to offer than just stage and verse. Right on the edge of some of the most spectacular lands in the world, Cedar rightfully embraces its outdoor reputation by inviting visitors to step off I-15 and tour a world they never knew existed. Today, they're taking it one step further as they play host to one of the most intense trail racing series ever to hit the West, the Southern Nevada Off-Road Enthusiast Dirt Race Series at the Cedar City Grand Prix, better known as SNORE. This is an event that is anything but boring. It's part trails, part speed, all adrenaline.
We do mostly desert races. It's not too often that we get to race something like this that's up in the hills and the mountain, cooler weather. With all the trees and stuff, it's a very challenging track. It's got a little bit of everything. We have sand, we have rocks, we have silt. We have just about everything you could imagine on it.
It's been nice to see everyone out here. Everyone's having a good time. It's fun to see the families and see everybody kind of enjoying what's going on.
The SNORE organization started in 1969 as a way for friends and family to race their buggies through the desert and promote exploring the arid lands around Las Vegas. Today, it is one of the premier forces in Western off-road racing and is the oldest sanctioned racing organization in the world. Basically, each race is a Grand Prix with different types of vehicles racing along the same natural track through trees and over hills. Classes are available for everyone from amateurs taking out a homemade rig to pros looking to take home the trophy.
The slower cars, their lap times are probably going to be close to anywhere from about 45 to an hour. The trophy trucks and stuff, you're probably looking at maybe, I'd say 25 to 30 minutes. So some of these trophy trucks are going to be doing over 100 miles an hour.
This is the first time a SNORE race has been held in Cedar City, but so far it has turned out to be one of the best ever.
People here from Cedar City have come out to help us. They've been very, 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 very kind to us and helping us out. And thank you, Cedar City. I really appreciate it.
You can tell that the city and the county and our people are just genuinely behind these kinds of events. They want to see more of them.
Now, with most races of this type, the tracks are made specifically for the event, and afterwards they're used for training purposes or just returned to Mother Nature. Not so with the Cedar City Grand Prix. The entire event is held at the Three Peaks Recreation Area, just west of Cedar City on Mid-Valley Road, and the entire course is on existing trails. So once the checkered flag is unfurled, anyone can come out and explore the rocks and trees whenever they want.
We'd certainly love to invite everyone to come down and see Three Peaks. It's a wonderful area for anyone that, loves to off-road. It's miles and miles of great trails, easy to get to right off the interstate, just a few miles. So, something for everyone to do out here, beautiful facilities. We'd welcome you to come out.
There is a lot to discover in the Cedar City area, both on the trail and at the racetrack, at least for the SNORE event, that is. While the rigs skid their way to victory and the crowds cheer them on at the first Cedar City Grand Prix, there is excitement that this will likely be the first of many such races to come. That excitement is only highlighted by the thought of being able to come out here on your own and run these same routes on your own four-wheeler, discovering why this area is so well known as Scenic Southern Utah.
These are all open roads for OHV, so don't go at the same speeds that they're going at.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's an adrenaline rush. I hope everybody could experience sometime,
And that's what these events are all about. Now, if you want to find out more about the SNORE Racing series, you can just check them out at snoreracing.net. Easy enough. They have a series that will continue throughout the summer. You can go take your family and enjoy those events. Also, if you want to check out more of the Cedar City area, Three Peaks, or anything else that we show here on At Your Leisure, you can check out cedarcityayl.com. That's Cedar City at your leisure, AYL.com. We're also going to show you more during the summer of other things that you can experience out here in Cedar City. It is going to be a blast. Well, for At Your Leisure, I'm Stephen Heumann. How about we check back with Chad and Rhea? Looks like they're having a lot of fun on that train ride.
And bring it out. Well, the cavalry, Burt Lancaster. I'm trying to tell him this story.
Well, while Chad tells his story about Burt Lancaster to our fellow travelers, I'm going to take a minute and tell you about the Verde Canyon Railroad, which is just 25 miles southeast of Sedona on Highway 89. This is a heritage railroad that runs between Clarkdale and Perkinsville, Arizona, and was originally opened in 1912 to carry copper from the mines in the town of Jerome to the smelters in Clarkdale, some 38 miles away. That was the entire length of the branch line for the 66 years it served the copper industry. During that time, the railroad became famous for more than just running loads of ore from one town to the other. The influential movie How the West Was Won was actually filmed in Perkinsville in 1960 at the old rail station. Chad is going to love seeing this thing. In 1988, copper production stopped and the railroad was purchased by David Durbano, who decided the area was just too picturesque and the experience of traveling by rail too unique to let pass into history. In 1990, the Verde Canyon Railroad was opened to passengers, taking them through landscapes that remind of Old West adventure and memories of a bygone era. Today, the excursion is a 40-mile round trip through the Prescott and Cocochino National Forests. It really is an experience that makes you feel like you've stepped back in time. There are also other destinations in the area with a ton of history, like Jerome, Arizona, an entire town that now serves as a mining and railroad museum. Every building is an historic marker of the men and women that forged the Old West into what we know today. Well, there's still a lot more experience here on the Verde Canyon Railroad, and we are going to show it to you. But first, we need to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have some outdoor treats for you to try at home, and just in time for Father's Day.
You go through the day-to-day repeating what you did yesterday. Don't you wish you could access that piece of your life that's missing? Find the beauty, serenity, family fun, or anything else that's missing from your life in the Cedar City Bryan Head area. Gain access to your adventure, whether it's camping, hiking, the arts, festivals, or just a getaway. Visit cedarcityayl.com for details on all the adventures that you can access in scenic southern Utah.
Hey folks, RJ Bailey for Stedman's Recreation. You know, when it comes to your next purchase on an ATV or road bike, you don't have to have the blues. Come on out to Stedman's where they treat you like family. You'll get the best prices, the best service, and you'll have a friend for life, where they got a full lineup of Polaris, Yamaha, and Honda. When you come out to Stedman's, you're not dealing with just salesmen, you're dealing with family. And when you come out here, they'll make you feel like family.
Stedman's Recreation. People might tell you it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's really only 30 miles back.
Why come to Vernal to explore? There are too many reasons to count. But if you still need one, well, June 20th and 21st at Red Fleet Reservoir, less than 5 minutes from downtown, Paddle Fest will be taking over the water. This is an event for the whole family. Bring your boards down or try out the newest equipment from local vendors. Explore the area and discover dinosaur footprints millions of years old. Red Fleet Paddle Fest, June 20th and 21st. Vernal, Utah. You'll want to stay forever. The dinosaurs did.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. Well, as you know, when you start out a trip, it's always nice to have a little toast.
That's right. You can have alcoholic or non-alcoholic bubbly.
Here's to you, Chad.
Here's to a great trip.
So far, so good. It's gorgeous.
Excellent. Take a look around at some of the beautiful things we're seeing and take a look at this week's product review.
Thanks, guys. Hey, it is almost Father's Day, and I know that I always have a hard time thinking, what am I going to get my dad? What am I going to get my husband? Ryan's helped me out here from Camp Chef because he said this smoker could be the perfect gift. And now I'm excited because I probably will be the one running it, but at least I can give the gift that everybody in their family would love.
And if you're running it, it's easy to use.
Is it really?
You know,
Show me.
Father's
I'm excited.
Day, Mother, doesn't really matter who's running it. It's easy to use. And I already got our hopper filled. All you do is you put the pellets in. How pellet grills work is it burns wood pellets as your heat source. So these are Camp Chef food grade pellets. And we're gonna do a pork loin today. So,
all right, so how do we fire it up?
Pretty simple. We got it plugged in. It just runs on your regular, we got an extension cord. And then you just flip the power switch. And we're gonna start our pork loin out on high smoke. That way we can get a real good smoky flavor into that.
You're right, it is easy to use.
It is.
You turn the power on and turn it to the high smoke. That is.
If you can run a microwave, you can do this.
You can do this,
yeah.
Which maybe Chad will be able to do because Tyler, our producer, may or may not have said he is not a very good cook. So maybe he could run this thing, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
All right, so this thing's smoking now, so it's ready to go.
We got the smoke rolling, so we're ready to throw our pork loin on. We'll throw this on, and then we'll get our meat probe and we'll insert it in there. So now what we're gonna do is that's on there, we'll let it sit for about an hour, and then we'll change the temperature, and another hour or so after that, we'll be ready to eat.
All right, so our temperature says it's 145 inside.
We're sitting here, it says 145.
Okay.
Which is right when the pork is ready, so let's go ahead, pull it off and give it a try.
I'm ready to see.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Look how pretty this looks.
That looks good.
Good job, Ryan.
The best part is the neighbors are wondering what's going on over here.
They're all lining up at the door because
I think so.
Okay, so would you just slice it like this?
Yeah, go ahead and slice it like that.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. CampChef.com is where you go find it, and so many other amazing products that you guys have.
Exactly. And around here in Utah, you can go to Sportsman's Warehouse. They carry it in different farm and ranch stores like Cow Ranch or IFA. You'll find it there.
You'll find it there too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna test this out.
Yeah. Let's give it a try.
What do you think? Okay, do you need a fork? Let me get you one. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. This looks pretty darn good. Okay, I'm gonna say you've achieved greatness with this.
It's a good pork loin.
Very good. It's so delicious. Oh.
It is.
Oh, now for Father's Day, this is the thing. This is the thing to get, and maybe get the pork loin going, because it's wonderful. Okay, a little bit more at your leisure when we come back. Happy Father's Day. Love you, Daddy.
Believe it or not, summer isn't far away, and neither is Juab County. There's no need to travel far to find the perfect family adventure. Boating Yuba Reservoir, exploring Mount Nebo, riding Little Sahara. Save your gas this summer and stay in your own backyard. Juab County. It'll change your family forever.
It's gonna be fine, dear. You're doing great. Breathe, deep breathing. Some quick breaths, that'll help. Honey, everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry, the doctor's gonna be here and just see. Triple S Polaris, how can I help?
Who are you?
Wait a minute, you're not the doctor. How are you gonna help?
There is a
doctor.
You know the Triple S slogan, service to the power of 3. We take that very seriously. Now, let's get this birth going.
If you want service that really goes above and beyond, you want Triple S Polaris, service to the power of 3.
AYL wants you to win the trip of a lifetime. Sign up now on Facebook to win a Caribbean cruise on MSC Cruise Lines. Go to AYLTV.com for more details. It's the MSC Columbus Travel AYL Caribbean Cruise Getaway. Get on Facebook and win.
Why buy a boat? Because your wife, your husband, your kids, your neighbors, your boss, your employees, your ex-mother-in-law, your cats, your dogs, they will all love you if you buy a boat. Start building memories now. Executive Boat and Yacht, 3733 South Main, executiveyacht.com.
There's a new class of hardest working, smoothest riding. It's got the most torque, the smoothest suspension, the best storage, class-leading comfort, and a revolutionary collection of versatile accessories. Introducing the all-new 60-horsepower Ranger XP 900. A whole new class of hardest working, smoothest riding.
You know, it's getting steep and deep here. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are making our way through the Arizona mountains on this really classic vintage railroad. This is so much fun.
Oh my gosh, if you have never done this, you have to do this. This has just been a pleasure from the moment we got on here.
But just remember one thing, in the canyon, please keep your hands and feet inside the car during the whole ride.
It's very tempting not to, though.
Anyway, right now, we want to show you some of the fun we've had today on the Verde Canyon Railroad. And I was the doctor. Do you remember that? Come on, John. Help me out.
Well, sister.
You got to get your sea legs when you're out here, or maybe they're your train legs. You got to learn to walk like it.
Okay.
It's real simple. You point the top half of you that way, and the bottom half of you that way. Well, come on, Cookie. You got it. It is the actual train station they used in that scene from How the West Was Won, when George Peppard goes to pick up Debbie Reynolds, and she's an old lady, and she goes out to Arizona to live with him. This is how much fun you will have if you come ride the railroad and ride with Kelly or the Duquette. Well, as you can see, traveling by train, particularly in Arizona, is a lot of fun. But we ended up in the outside car, being the outsiders that we are. And this, if the weather's nice, this is really the best way to see this canyon.
Really, everybody's on this car right now.
That's
We're all
true.
outside.
Yeah, it's pretty much empty inside.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're going to move from here to our trailhead adventure. Another fantastic set of scenery brought to you by our friends at Rocky Mountain ATV.
I'm Reece Stein, at your leisure at Boulder Mountain Lodge in Boulder, Utah, the crossroads of some fantastic scenery. Now, last time we took you east down the Burr Trail and north over the Boulder Mountain Road. Today, we're going to head south and west. In the midst of some of Utah's wildest and most remote sandstone country, the Boulder Mountain Lodge is a literal oasis of serenity and comfort. Ducks and geese perform spring mating rituals in the 11-acre pond on the edge of the lodge property, a perfect spot for an afternoon picnic. The bird sanctuary sets the pace at this modern resort that intentionally blends perfectly into its historic rural surroundings. The lodge offers a variety of rooms, including deluxe suites, complete with kitchens and separate living areas, and a common area for relaxing and soaking in the landscapes, all in separate buildings scattered discreetly around the property, giving a feeling more of being on a ranch than at a large hotel. The Hell's Backbone Grill at the lodge is not your typical hotel dining experience. The grill's organic fare is grown locally by farm manager Brian Dick.
So the fact that we grow our own food is a very unique thing. So we're trying to kind of pioneer the concept of farm to fork.
The menu is unique and constantly changing. I can swear by the genchilada, a shredded organic chicken dish rolled in blue corn tortillas and baked in a sweet corn habanero sauce.
The message that we give out to people also, we're not just selling food, we're not just opening cans, we create everything here.
After you've eaten at the Hell's Backbone Grill, take a drive to its natural namesake. Hell's Backbone is a gash on the south slope of Boulder Mountain, spanned by a 109-foot-long one-lane bridge. It's a 1,500-foot drop on either side into a sandstone gorge. The bridge completes a 38-mile route between Boulder and Escalante, climbing to 9,000 feet through the Dixie Forest. But the best way to make this trip is along Highway 12, winding through a massive petrified desert. The ancient dunes roll away to both horizons. In some places, the narrow hogback is just a few feet wider than the highway. It's white knuckle time, but the views are unmatched. But be sure you stop at one of the several turnouts before viewing.
You're almost speechless. I mean, words cannot describe.
Right.
Pictures cannot describe. They have to be here. They have to come here and see it.
Highway 12 has always been my favorite southern Utah drive and is gaining national acclaim. It's the first and only Utah highway and one of only 150 nationwide designated an all-American road because of its unparalleled desert scenery.
I think it's awesome. It's great.
What do you like about it?
The scenery. And I don't have to drive it. She drives.
Oh, you let her drive, huh?
Right.
Yeah, so you get
It's
to
her
watch.
car,
And,
right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. 800 years ago, natives thrived along the Escalante River and left their marks on the sandstone cliffs. A trail from the Escalante Bridge leads to some unusual rock art, including this high panel of handprints. Trails along the river lead to more Anasazi sites and natural wonders in the slick rock walls. The cacti and wildflowers are in their mid-spring glory. Just off Highway 12, the BLM's secluded Calf Creek Campground provides a shady retreat from the desert sun. For the Long family, the area is in sharp contrast to their home in the mountains of Montana.
It's something that our kids have never seen before, so we wanted to make a trip down here and show them this and show them some really terrain that's completely different from where we live and what we're used to.
It's nice to all be together, and I think it builds good stories for later. They're going to look back on this and remember, have another experience we all got to do together.
North, east, south, or west, you can't miss as you head out from your base at the Boulder Mountain Lodge. I'm Reece Stein, at your leisure in Boulder, Utah.
I'd like to thank Rocky Mountain ATV for that great story. If you don't know who those guys are, check them out on the web. They're fantastic. All right, well, I'm on the train and I can't find Chad anywhere. He has just been roaming up and down in the cars. He's having so much fun. Chad, I know that you had that really cool little train set when you were little. Did you have a trestle bridge like this one coming up right here?
Actually, I did. And the train would always seem, the locomotive would always seem to come off its tracks on it. But wait, hold on. We'll be back with more of At Your Leisure here on the Verde Canyon Railroad, making our way to the end of the line.
While other dealers may be springing ahead, Race City is rolling back. Prices, that is. Right now you can buy a brand new 2015 Cyclone 3010 toy hauler with a separate garage starting at $42,950. Race City RV, serving Utah since 1946.
Rediscover your sense of adventure. Welcome to San Juan County. Discover the past. A change of place. Utah's San Juan County, where life is elevated.
Carbon County is typically known for its industry and coal production. But did you know Utah's Castle Country has something for everyone? The motocross track has been acclaimed as the most popular in Utah with a variety of technical and natural terrain, and it even includes a pee-wee track. Visit castlecountry.com for more information.
Race City wants you to get the jump on June and get your family camping. Buy a Wildwood X-Lite Series camping trailer with 3 floor plans to choose from for only $13,998. Race City RV, serving Utah since 1946.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. Chad and I are leisurely going down the tracks of this Verde Canyon Railroad. And Chad, did you see their gift shop?
Yes. In fact, I know you're anxious to get back there and check out the gift shop.
I do, and I have my credit card ready.
Yes, well, save a little bit of it because, as you're traveling on the train, you can also stop at their bar. They have like a full bar for people who want adult
drinks. It's an entire boxcar.
Yes, on the other hand, if you just want a Diet Coke, you can get one of those here too.
They have it all.
They do.
You don't get tired of the scenery though?
No, not in the least.
Beautiful. All right, we're going to talk about our calendar events now.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. Check this out.
First off, grab those paddles because the Red Fleet Paddle Fest is going on in Vernal, Utah, June 20th through the 21st, and that is so much fun. Get out there with your friends, your family, and get some water fun.
Then from that, dry off real quick and head over to Fillmore for the National ATV Jamboree, the 24th through the 28th of June. Now, they ride to the west, they ride to the east, they ride to the south. There are lots of trails. My personal favorite is to pop over towards Richfield across the mountaintop. That is such a gorgeous trip.
That's right, and Chad, they also have that really fun ATV rodeo that's just going to be a real kick. And on July 19th, put this one on your calendar, the Casino Royale, our really fun boating event that we do every year. That is July 19th. Put that on the calendar.
That's right. Now, you can sign up now, and I recommend that you sign up early so that we make sure that we get a t-shirt in your size and all those other fun things.
On AYLTV.com, you can sign up.
The place. While we're on the subject of boating, have you signed up to win our cruise on the beautiful MSC Cruise Lines? Because you've got a chance. All you got to do is go to Facebook, like us, and then share it. And every time you share with somebody, you'll get an extra 5 entries. So if you get out there and really tell your friends that they might win too, it will actually improve your chances of winning.
And you can text us, keyword AYL, and the number is 58885.
There you go. So that's a full calendar of events. Now, what's next on the agenda?
Well, we got our giveaway sticker winner. Here's Steve to tell us about it.
Thanks, Rhea. Well, I'm out here. I found our AYL sticker winner right here on this, I don't even know what kind. It's a Sonata hybrid. Very nice. The license plate number is TSP54. Congratulations, you are the winner of a Camp Chef stove. So call us this week at 801-947-8888 to claim your prize. And for everybody else, get those stickers on your cars because you never know when we're going to catch you. Now let's head back to Chad and Rhea.
Well, congratulations to our sticker winner. Call us at 801-947-8888 and collect your prize.
All right, Maria, you've heard the saying, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Well, in a minute, we're going to be going through the mountain, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. Why don't you take a look at next week's show?
We have extreme racing and water ziplining on the next episode of At Your Leisure. Join me, Stephen Heumann, and Reagan Ledbetter as we show you one western lake that has more than just water to offer. Then we'll head to Nephi, Utah to preview an event that is all about speed and endurance. Finally, Corey Toon experiences some river boating that is different from anything he's ever known. Own the outdoors with AYL next week.
Well, that's about all we got for the show today. We hope you're going to be with us next time with At Your Leisure.
Be sure to get out with your family and friends in the great outdoors at your leisure. 3, 2, 1, lights out! If nominated, I will not serve. If elected, I will not run.
Bill Clinton.
Lyndon Johnson, you're too young.
We'll have to cut the Bill Clinton out.
Hi, I'm Chad Booth from At Your Leisure. I hope you just enjoyed the YouTube video that you just watched. Now, remember, we come up with new videos like this every single week, so you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a single story that we have out. Now, you can also share us with all of your friends on social media. Here's how to do it right here. And that way, they can have fun too. If you want detailed information, we of course have our website, AYLTV.com, and from there you can find out which television stations we broadcast on, so you never have to spend a day without your fix of family-oriented outdoor recreation adventure. Plus, don't forget we have really cool contests.